guys, my name is Siobhan, and in today's video we are doing this smoky glam look. I am testing out today some new ways, some new techniques, and I'm also trying out the Primark matte foundation. So I will leave my review down below, and I will also pop it in at the end of the video, so if you do want to see how this wears all day, then please keep on watching and stay till the end. So, and I've also already prepped my lids as well with the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer in the shade C1. I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes, as you can see, and I'm going to take the Revolution and Imagination collab eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go in with not a fluffy brush, let's go in with a dark colour first. I'm going to go in with an angled brush, and I'm going to go in to Imagine and Sorry Not Sorry, so I'm just going to mix them two shades together, just like so. The mirror, and then we're just going to stamp it on the outer corner, just like so. And we want to really build this colour up, so it's almost like a dark brown. So I do keep going back and forth into them colours. I'm going to take it right along the crease. So we're just stamping it on. I'm not wiggling the brush. I'm literally stamping like little pats. I'm now going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in to the shade Love and Life and OK. And we're just going to blend out the edges. I'm bringing it right out as well. I do want that deepened up a little bit, so I am going to go a little bit into the black shade, which is Limo. And we're going to darken that up ever so slightly. Because I almost want like a dark brown effect. But it doesn't matter if it goes black, because the darker the better, but remember to go really easy. So with this black, I am buffing it out instead of stamping it on this time. And this is also going to help diffuse it. And then I'm just going to go back in with them same two fair shades again, which is Imagine, Sorry Not Sorry. And we're just going to go on top of that black. And this is just going to make that nice dark brown colour that we want. Okay, and then go into Loving Life and OK one more time. And we're just going to blend them edges out really nicely. Right, so now that that's done, I am going to go ahead and repeat that on the other eye. So I'm going into Sorry Not Sorry, and we're going to stamp it just like so. And we're going to bring it across the crease. With the crease bit, I am wiggling the brush. But ever so lightly, so I'm not going too harsh on my skin. And then I'm going to blend out with OK and Loving Life. And we're just going to blend that out. Just like so. And by blending it out, I mean we're going to go on the, so there's a harsh line, just go along that, like half on, half off. I'm just going to blend out nicely. And it doesn't matter if you're bringing it right down here or right down here, because we are going to clean it up anyway. So now that's on, I'm going to go in with a little bit of limo. And we are going to wiggle this right into the crease and the outer part of the eye. So the outer part of the eye, let's wiggle it, and we're going to blend it out into the crease. Just like so. So I'm taking my time to build this dark colour up so it matches, and I am going back in with Imagine and Sorry Not Sorry, and that's just going to go over the top of the black, and this is just going to not make it look so dark. It's going to make it look more browny. And I do keep stopping to look at the other eye just to make sure that they are both the same. And then I'm going to go into Loving Life and OK, and we're just going to blend out them edges again. And just to double check that these edges are out, I'm going to go into two nice edges in the palette, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to go along the final bit of blend, just like so, and this is just going to help blend it all together nicely. Now that that's done, I'm not yet going to wipe it away, and I'm going to go in with my Lottie London and Imagination collab, and this is the Ultra Glow Metallic Cream Eyeshadow in this shade Cute. And this is going to help create the cut crease that we want. Oh, sorry, so I'm going to go from the inner corner I'm going to apply it on my lid, and then almost like look up, but like, or like squint my eyes together, and it's going to give me that nice sharp line that I want. So while that's on, before I do my other eye, I am going to take a flat brush. I'm going to go back into my Revolution palette, and I'm going to take the Baby Girl and Huns mixed together. I'm just going to stamp it over the top. Just like so. I'm going to go on the outer edge with Imagine and Sorry Not Sorry with a little bit of limo. And we're just going to diffuse them, that outer edge, nicely. I'm going to blend them two together, just like so. Very light-handed. I'm not going in really tough. Nice and lightly. Just like so. And then I'm going to take the blending brush and blend it all out again. So I'm just going to repeat the same on the other eye. And then of course go over the top of that with Baby Girl and Huns until it's all covered up nicely. And then go in, of course, with Imagine, Sorry Not Sorry, and a little bit of limo. And we're just going to blend the edges of that out into the rest of the makeup. Just like so. And then blend the edges out nicely. I'm just going in with a little bit more limo because this side seems a little bit darker, and of course we want them to match. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off camera and I'm going to stick my lashes on, and then I'll be back to do the face. So I will see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so I have stuck on my lashes, and these are the doses of lashes in the style 420, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. So now I am going to go ahead and do my skin, but I'm going to do a new trend that's going around, and it's supposed to make your foundation and your skin look even more flawless than what it does anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some moisturiser, and this is the Body Shop Aloe Calming Cream. It's a cleanser, but I use it as a moisturiser. It's cleansing moisturiser. So I'm just going to take it on my hand, and I'm just going to apply it where, like, all over my face. So now that that's on, I am going in with my Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder, and I'm just going to dust this all over my face very, very lightly above that moisturiser. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to spray my face with the Garnier Skin Active Rose Soothing Glow Mist, and this hydrates, refreshes and soothes the skin. It's made for dry and sensitive skin, so it's perfect for those that need that extra boost with the skin. So I'm just going to allow that to dry for a minute before I go in with primer, because this is the step. I've seen it, I've loved other people's results, but I don't know if it's going to work for me, so this is the first time I'm going to do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop back later and I will tell you what I think of it and how it holds up on my face, whether my makeup cracks throughout the day, whether it still looks as good as it did when I first done it. So I will be back later with a honest review of the new base. So now that that's done, I am going to go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Base Primer. I'm just going to apply this everywhere that I normally prime. So now that that's on, my skin does feel a lot more fresh. Yeah, like I think that's all I can really say right now. I am gonna try out a new foundation. I don't know how it is, I've never seen anyone use this. It is the Primark, so yeah, it's Primark foundation, so if you hear me say PS, then you know what I'm saying. It's PS My Perfect Colour Matte Foundation. It's a natural to medium coverage. It's got a matte finish, and it's oil free, so if you're oily, I'd say this would be great for you. And this is in the shade Ivory, which is 02. So I'm just gonna apply it the way I normally do. The one thing I don't like about this foundation already is the smell of it, but I've heard that the wear is very, very good. So I'm just going to blend it into my face with, well, space it out with my brush And then I'm going to bounce it into the skin with a sponge. So let's go around them brows and really take your time to go around them. Don't know how I feel about this foundation so far, but once I've blended it out, I will see how I feel about it. Okay, so far it's blending out really nicely. But I'm still a little bit unsure about it. Yeah, I still don't know what to think of it. Like I said, it is like a light to medium coverage, so you can still see all of my freckles. But I just have to see what it looks like when I've finished my whole face, I guess. Next I'm going to take my Revolution Concealer and Hydrate Concealer in the shade C1. And I'm just going to do one dot, as this is so full coverage, it is ridiculous. And then I'm just going to blend it out with that sponge again. Oh, the faces you pull when you're blending out concealer under the eye. I went it right up to that lash line. Right, I'm just going to add a little bit more concealer because I can see a lot of redness coming through on my face, and I'm not going to lie, I ain't liking it. Right, now that that's on, I do feel quite happy with the way that that looks. I'm just going to quickly contour, and this is the Revolution Concealer and Define Concealer in the shade C13. And I'm just going to take that sponge again. I'm just blending everything out with the sponge, as I know I will get the best results with the sponge of late. I've not really been using brushes of late, if anyone's noticed. I'm just loving the way it looks when everything is blended out with a sponge. Okay, so now that that's done, ow, oh, give me a minute, my foot fell asleep. I am going to go in with, I'm going to go in with my Revolution Luxury powder, and this is in the shade Banana. I'm just going to dust this under my eyes. As this is where I want all of my powder to, this is where I don't want it to crease, because I don't really crease anywhere else, not even like on my fine smile lines, but just like so. And then very quickly I'm going to go back into my eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go into the black shade. I'm just going to dust it under my eyes, just like so. And then I'm going to go into the dark, to the brown shade, so Imagine, and Sorry Not Sorry. And I'm just going to diffuse them out together. And then I'm going to blend it out with Too Nice. And then I'm going to go in with my Rimmel London Stay Matte powder, and we're just going to buff away everything and almost like drag it down the face. Oh. Now I'm going to go in with my Body Shop bronzer, and we're just going to bronze up the face a little bit. So just going over all of that contour that I've just applied. It's basically setting it in place. And blending it all out nicely. Go on my nose, let's make that a little bit more bronze than what it is. My lip and down there. I'm now going to go into my Olivia Hale, you guys know what I use now, my Olivia Hale Cotton Candy Blusher. And we're just going to get a little bit of that. Dropped some blush. Some nice rosy cheeks I'm giving myself. So that's all done. I am going to go in with my rainbow highlighter from Revolution. Oh, couldn't open it then. And we're just going to highlight everywhere where I'd normally highlight. But I'm not going too in with it this time. I'm going to highlight that brow bone, of course. And get a little bit on your finger and let's pop it in the inner corner. Just like so. I'm now going to take my Revolution lipstick in the shade Prevail. Just like so. I am going to go in with my my Garnier Rose Soothing Glow Mist. And that's just going to help hydrate my skin again. But straight over the top of that, I'm going to go in with my Revolution Glow Fix setting spray. I have had this makeup on for about 8 hours, and honestly, I think it's turned out a lot better doing it the way I've done it than ever before. My skin feels so lightweight that foundation has actually stayed on all day. I'm definitely going to be prepping my skin that way a lot more. Yeah, definitely 100% I will use that foundation again as well. And that water, that Garnier water, that rose water, definitely 100% use that as well. It smells unreal, keeps my face nice and refreshed. If you can see that my eyelashes are hanging off, that's because obviously I've had it on all day with this horrible wind. And yeah, I just can't wait to get this makeup off my face. So 100% I would say go and get the Garnier Rose Water, the Primark Matte Foundation, and start prepping your skin the way I did. So it goes moisturiser, face powder, a very light cover of it, and then spray the face, let that dry, put primer on, and then your foundation. And you guys tell me if you see the same results as I do, because I am super happy with how it looks. This is the finished look. So of course, as usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button. I want you to comment down below maybe some more type of videos that you do want to see, or some more tutorials. Do you want to see one more laid back? Do you want to see some skincare? Because I could definitely do that. Do you want to see like how-to videos? So it would just be just eye makeup. Or do you want to see eyelashes, eyebrows? You guys let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.